Hi and Assalamualaikum, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is kind of an unboxing video of my label printer, as well as a little chat just about printing labels in general. So if you have a small business or you're running some kind of online business where you are selling things, even if it's just eBay, you know, Amazon, you will have to print out labels to post whatever it is you're selling basically. There are several ways you can do this. I started with the kind of plain white sheets which are sticky. They're like giant A4 kind of labels, you might as well say. You know, they weren't cut into no kind of shapes or anything like that. It was just one sheet of paper that was sticky. And I would print out the labels. I would hand type everybody's addresses and everybody's names. And then I would, you know, hand cut them all out and stick them onto the package. Now, you know, I like my things very neat and very accurate. It took me a while to, you know, cut everything nice and straight. So there are other labels you can buy. It's divided kind of into the smaller squares, rectangles, for you to, you know, put the labels on. So the other option is if you're using platforms such as eBay, Amazon, Etsy, or, you know, any other place that would generate a label for you, even if you're using, for example, Royal Mail, click and drop, they would generate the label for you, and you would have to print it again. But this time the labels would be kind of an A5, like a postcard kind of size. So in which case it's a little bit easier, because then you know, you could print it on the kind of sheet that I was printing it on the A4 kind of sheet. The only downside to that is you still will need a printer, you still will need ink. There still is cutting involved, and there's still typing up sometimes involved if that's what you're going to do. That's where these label printers come in. The one that I got is the Brother QL-1100. There was another one that I was going to get. It was the NW1110, I think, something like that, which is the newer version of this. I think, you know, when I kind of compared them, the only difference between this one and that one is that the newer one is wireless, basically. I'm going to open it up. That's for the printer side, and that's the USB that would go into my laptop, basically. This would be the plug, the power cord. Okay, and these also come with a couple of label rolls for you to start off with. I don't think these are the full size as far as I understand. Many people go for the Dymo label printer. Now, you know, initially I was like, oh my god, I need a label printer. Dymo is the one. I watched a couple of reviews, and there was this one guy in particular that was like, this is the best printer. When I saw his video, from his review, I understood that the Dymo printer is very flimsy inside, especially these label holders within the Dymo printer. If they snap, there is like nothing you can do about it. From what I understood, the Brother printers are a lot more sturdy and good quality. Personally, I would pay more for something that's better quality. Here's the actual printer itself with a protective seal. So far, I mean, it feels really good quality. It feels like a printer. It doesn't feel like some flimsy little label machine. It feels like a printer, like a mini printer. The reason I think it's a good idea to invest into a label printer, especially if your business is starting to pick up and, you know, you're getting quite a few orders, not only is it going to save you a lot more time, but also these printers, they actually don't require any ink at all. The one thing to remember when printing postage labels is that many shipping companies require you to print 6x4 labels. So even though you can use this machine, for example, for printing smaller labels, for example, your barcodes to put on your, you know, on your items, on your packages of your products. When it comes to shipping, you need labels that are 6x4. So they need to be wide labels. With the Brother brand, it was only this one and the newer one that I was talking about that was able to print the wider labels. Like I said, if you're into Bluetooth and wireless and you're maybe working off your phone, or you just don't like wires at all, then you're better off getting the newer version of this. It would be still a good investment. Initially I was going to purchase that one until I realized that this, it was difficult for me to get hold of that one. When I realized that this was able to do the same thing for me and print wide labels, that's when I said, you know what, I'm just going to go for this one. Number one, it's cheaper. I don't need wireless. If you're in the UK and you're going to use Royal Mail, you're going to need a 6x4 label. With the Dymo printer, they also have if you get a 4XL, they also print the 6x4 labels as well. It is a little bit cheaper. But like I said, in terms of reviews, they tend to be, they're very popular. I'm not gonna lie, they are very popular. But like I said, I've heard that they're quite flimsy, so it's just something to think about. You know, it's personal preference. They do look maybe a little bit cuter than this one. Like I said, this one does look like an actual printer. It looks like a mini printer. So yeah, your Dymo printer might look a little bit better sitting on your table. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind. This one looks okay as well. So to be able to print labels using the Brother label printer, you're going to need to download the Brother software. So I personally prefer to use Apple for my business, and right now I'm using a MacBook Pro. So if you go into Google and type in Brother P-Touch Editor and simply download it from the App Store. Mine is already downloaded, so I'm just going to open it and show you how it looks. So there are lots of different labels you can print out for jars and folders and lots of different things, but the label we would need for Royal Mail or DHL would be the 102 x 152. That's considered the 6x4 label, and of course you'd want it portrait because that's how they come. And then what you would do, you would just download your label from Royal Mail and you can drop it into the software, into that white box, and you'll pretty much have your label, and just all you want to do is just scale to size. One of the annoying things that I have noticed about using the software is if you do need to print a label in larger quantities, and let's say you want to print 10 labels and you click print, after you've printed those labels and the next time you decide to print a label, it's automatically going to be at 10. And there have been many times where I've ended up printing multiple labels by accident because of this particular little annoying thing. But other than that, it's been pretty smooth and it's pretty straightforward to use. You can add extra text if you need to, if a customer's added a note on their order, and you can just click the text box and add the information for the postman on the actual label. So it's been about a year since I've been using the printer. It's not the same printer as in the unboxing video because that one stopped working, just randomly went dead, absolutely dead on me. I did check if it was the fuse. I changed the fuse, I changed the whole actual plug. You know, I got another plug because it's just the typical 2-pin plug for the power. I changed that didn't work either, so the actual printer died on me. I didn't have time to, you know, find out what the issue was. At the time I actually vlogged it because there's a little bit of a story about that printer. But yeah, I ended up getting this one secondhand on Facebook Marketplace. It was an emergency. I had loads of orders to pack that morning, and I think it broke like the night before, which was really good. I was really blessed that it broke kind of the night before, so I had time to actually find a new one to replace it for that morning. In terms of kind of a review, what I want to say is I fully 100% regret not getting the wireless one, because now we have, you know, computer 1, 2, 3. So obviously the business has grown and we have multiple staff now, and it would be nice to be able to wirelessly send labels to print by multiple people so that we could pack orders as we go all together as a team, especially when things are, you know, we're running a sale or something and there's, you know, a huge flood of orders. So I regret not getting the wireless one at 100%. But yeah, I mean, this is serving us for now. You know, at the time I was still working on my own, so I did end up getting the exact same one. But soon, I think instead of upgrading to the wireless version of this printer, I think I'm gonna have to look into kind of a whole packing order fulfillment system instead. You know, there's a lot more to it than just labels, to be honest. You know, kind of inventory management and the barcode system. And yeah, there's just a lot more to order packing than just the labels. As soon as we process an order, we print one label, and we just do it one by one. But I'm pretty sure there must be a way to print all the labels all in one go. You know, once all the weights and measurements and dimensions and stuff are accurate on the website and stuff and integrated with the shipping company. Yeah, so that's like a 1-year update review type of situation. I wouldn't go for the wired one.
especially if you're trying to and planning to grow your business and hopefully scale. So that's an update from me. I hope that was useful. Peace out.